up, people? It's your boy Ruff, and today we got something you have been waiting for. You guys have been asking me for a posing video. Woo! But not me posing, sadly. We got Cole posing today. Cole is brand new to the sport, never done a show. He has a very impressive physique. I've seen him at the gym in Iron City, and we're just gonna get into it. With this series that I'm doing, it's not gonna be like a complete guide to beginners posing, but it's going to be live posing tips and critiques. And hopefully, you guys can take tips out of everything I teach people because everyone has different strengths, weaknesses, things they struggle with when it comes to posing, things they struggle with when it comes to their physique. And as I bring new guests in, hopefully, you guys can learn a little bit from each one of the guests I bring. All right, guys, I'm here with Cole. I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. We're gonna go through some posing today. Now, Cole, this is your first time competing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can't tell, but
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Gonna kill it at the show.
Thank you.
Or how often are you posing right now?
I try to pose after every training session.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Okay,
it.
that's good. That's good. And like, are you struggling with anything posing wise?
I got my mandatories down. I don't really have a flow.
Okay.
But other than that, like I'm pretty confident in my mandatories. But when it comes to my individual, I'm still about that.
So what we'll do is we'll still go through mandatories just to make sure you have a solid base. We'll try to speed run that, and then if that's all good, we'll spend a little bit more time on the flow of things.
For sure.
Cool. All right, let's start with the basics. So I'm gonna over-explain it just because it's a YouTube video.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're gonna start with the front relax. So feet about shoulder width apart. Usually for me, I like to think of like screws being in my feet and like screwing them and twisting. Outside of that, you want your hips back. That'll help keep this tight. Perfect. Raise the chest from the arms. Very, very nice. This is very good. See if you can raise that chest up a bit more. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Quarter turn to the right. Here, feet together. I do like the stagger. That's nice. Good. Only thing is just really smash those legs. Yeah. You'll get a little bit more hamstring there. All right. I like that your shoulders aren't super high. I just saw a video of Tyler saying just basically parallel across. So very good. He's not covering the abs. Obliques are tight. Everything looks good. Quarter turn to the right. Same thing. Feet about shoulder width. See the hamstrings. All right, they're tight. What I would like is maybe to bring your feet a little bit closer together and then rotate them a little bit more. Since your hips are back, that'll help you keep your glutes tight. So think like the adductor machine. Very nice. All right, relax for a second. You stay there. So what Cole is doing, he's pushing his hips back. What that does is give you a little bit more detail in your lower back. But what it also does, because there's always like a plus and minus to different things when we're posing, is when you contract that lower back harder, it makes it harder to flex the glutes. And for some people, the hamstrings as well. So usually what I tell people is to find like a happy medium. Another thing I would tell them is if you're not conditioned enough, like you don't have striated glutes, then go all in on the lower back, pushing those hips back. But if you do have striated glutes, then it might be a good idea to actually tuck them under you. I've seen a couple guys, whether it be Ian Valier or Urs, both been marked down because they were pushing hips back because they thought having like fuller legs and fuller glutes was better than having striations. Based on what the judges said, specifically Tyler, that was not the case. So let's go ahead and hit that one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very nice. Quarter turn to the right. Very good. And face front. Front double bicep. All right, relax for a second. Biggest thing is that upper thigh. Like, yeah. So hips back.
Yeah.
If you pull those hips, you can already see it popping. So you want to, same thing with the lower back here. You want to feel that being really tight. There we go. Oh, yeah, easy. Much better. Much better. Relax again. So pole sitting, a very traditional front double bicep. I don't have an issue with that. I think as you progress, some judges may prefer to see some type of like angle or something. But I think, nah, you look great. Your waist is tight. You know, I'm not too worried about it.
Thank you.
Shit. What's Matt Grego? He hits it like that. Just did fine. So let's move on to your side chest. I want you to be a bit wider up top. Yeah. So push this elbows back as far as you can. Boom. Right there. Actually, very nice. I like the way Cole is hitting this. I told him to push his arms back, but like if he pushes it all the way back, I think he loses a bit too much in his chest. So right where he has it right now, where you still have that shadow on his chest is really good. Legs are in a good spot. Legs are together. Nice. Obliques are showing. Very good. Relax. Now you'll have some guys say that you want to raise your chest like the old school. I think it's a preference. And I think if you have good obliques, you might want to just hit it like you have it. For sure. We can try the old school way real quick just to see how it looks. So yeah, really arch the back. Nah. So yeah, I always check both still, but nah, the first way is perfect.
For sure.
Dude. Let's go ahead and hit the rear double bicep. All right. Very nice. So, relax for a second. Smart with the foot placement since this one has a tap. I want you to go all the way on your and like think of a calf raise. Boom. Perfect. Very nice. No complaints with this pose. Arms in a good spot, not too high, not too low. He's bending properly. Shoulders are down, so the lats are popping. Good. Relax. Take a second. Let's do. Actually, I want you to hit that one more time just to show people what it looks like with your hips forward. So think kind of like a hip thrust. Yeah. Boom. Now push your hips back. Boom. Push it forward one more time for me. Okay, yeah. Relax. So now you can see the changes, like different parts of your body, like changing your hip position can change how your back works as well. I do like your back, so we'll keep that. So good on you for that. Let's do abdomen thigh. Hips, yeah, hips back. What I would like instead is to put one leg forward. Okay. Instead of completely flexing it, I want you to try, yeah. Boom. Let me hit it from the relax for a second. We'll do a couple different tries of this.
Variations.
Yeah, let's see what looks best. What I look for with the ab and thigh, I think the most important things is like one, obviously like abs need to look defined and things like that. You want to have the illusion of a small waist, so whatever makes your waist look smaller. And then on top of that, what shows off the best like leg detail. So leg detail and what makes your waist look smallest. That might be a front shot for you, like how you originally hit it. The only thing I noticed, in that original ab and thigh that you did was same thing with the legs.
My hips weren't shifted back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to do an ab and thigh for sure because you want to like crunch down,
Yeah.
but then you also So
You
it's a
want to
little
send
tough.
them back and crunch down at the same time. But I also have another variation, so it's after the front double Y.
Okay.
I come over here.
I think that's a good shot, but as like a like we'll start something more up front,
Mm-hmm.
boom, and then you can go back into this right here.
Gotcha.
Would be a really good idea.
For sure.
Let's I'm guessing you're more comfortable with your right leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually had surgery on this knee, and I can like, it has more flexion than my left knee.
Okay.
But my left knee's a little more stiff, so I feel like I can activate my quad a little bit more.
Okay. Let's start with the front shot again. Ab and thigh. Boom. There we go. That's perfect. And then transition into a oblique. Nice. So that's how I would go about that right there. Okay. And let me see your classic pose of choice.
Classic pose of choice. I haven't even thought of this one yet.
So normally, if you don't know, I would say, first, what do you think is your best pose, like mandatory wise?
Back double by or front double by.
Okay, so front or back shot.
I feel like my arms highlight like my body for sure.
Arms,
yeah.
Okay. So arms best body part. I would just say
side tricep maybe.
Yeah, we can do a side tricep.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go for it. That looks great. I think it's a great shot for you. No, that's fantastic. He's showing off obliques, arms, chest. Very nice. I wouldn't do it, and then you can even transition into, so like you're here. If you want to do a front shot, you can go into like putting your hips here and then doing like a bicep one. But with that, this is something you got to get some hip movement. So push those hips over this way. There we go. Oh, fuck. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit, dude. That looks nice. Very nice, man. That's fantastic. I would, if you can transition from that side try to that, I think that looks fantastic. So boom, and then you'll come over. Boom. There we go. Yeah, just with this foot, maybe twist it a little bit more so you're right about there. Very good. And then hand placement just right under, you see your, yeah. Very good. That's nice, man. Really nice. All right, so we got Cole practicing today. This is obviously tailored towards him. But if you're out there watching at home, this is your first time posing, you haven't had any help. A couple different things I like to think of when I'm posing. One, everything starts from the ground up. What that means is first you want to set the legs, set your feet, make sure that's all good to go, and then bring your upper body into it. One thing to really pay attention to if you're recording yourself, which I do suggest, is to make sure that when you bring your upper body into a pose, that you don't lose your legs. I see that quite a bit. Another tip I would say is practice, be prepared for more than what you're actually going to have to experience on stage. What I mean by that is usually you're on stage for maybe 5 seconds to pose, 10 second stops. You want to be able to do more than that. So when you're on stage, depleted, tired, maybe a little nervous, fatigue won't be an issue. You'll be able to hit the poses, not be tired, have your mind focused on on the task at hand. Another tip I have for you guys is how to practice. Personally, I think majority of your practice should be in front of a mirror. A lot of people talk about never having a mirror, and the issue with that is you can develop some pretty bad habits not seeing yourself. But I do recommend that maybe starting 4 weeks out or so, start spending less time in front of the mirror. Start getting used to how your muscles feel in each pose and what it feels like to be in those shots. and maybe by like the last week, you can kind of go without a mirror for most of it. But the reason, again, you need a mirror, especially as you're getting leaner, to start to see what muscles pop, because you're constantly changing. Your body's constantly evolving as you get into a leaner state. So the last tip I have for you guys, and it's a big one. I see a lot of people still talking about this today about how you're supposed to pose and whether or not you should be angling, towards the judges, things like that. I've spoken to a lot of judges on this. This isn't just my opinion. This is the opinion of the people that are going to be deciding your fate on stage. They don't need that. Even as you see, I love Tyler, what Tyler's doing, Tyler Mannion. He judges things based on the camera. So, like a very even view, even field. So, they do not want you leaning and exaggerating your poses towards the judges. And even, I want to go into an advanced topic very quickly, where people talk about stepping forward on stage, stepping back. Um, at least on the pro level, they don't want to see that either. They're not dumb. They're not like dogs or animals. They can tell if someone's stepping forward. They're not. You're not tricking them. It's not that simple. They can see what you're doing. They're not dumb. You don't need to do it. And specifically, if there are any pros watching it, Tyler is not a fan of that whatsoever. All right, guys. So that was Cole. We just finished up with our posing. To be honest, his posing was pretty good. Honestly, it was great for a beginner, like someone that's never done a show. He's dotted his I's and crossed his T's, and that's what you should be doing as an amateur. You shouldn't have to wait until you are in prep for a show. If you think you want to be a bodybuilder, if you think that's what you want to do, then as soon as that idea, as soon as that thought, as soon as that goal pops into your head, you should be in and out every single day posing, working on your craft, getting better, pounding the stone. With him, mandatories were really, really nice. The thing that he's going to have to work on moving forward is his transitions and building up that library of posing that I like to talk about. Once he has that library created, filled up with books, different poses, then he'll be able to build up better routines because the foundation is already there. Hopefully this was helpful.